I know you're a big sports guy in general, you especially basketball. I know you caught The Last Dance. How much do you miss the NBA playoffs? For me, it's been the hardest part of no sports right now.
Honestly, to be honest, I'm more of a college guy. I used to love watching the NBA back when Jordan, when I was 10, 11, 12, 15 years old.
Mhm.
I was a big Jordan, but big Charles Barkley fan. The Knicks of the old age in the '90s with Starks, Anthony Mason, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley, to name a few. I love those games. That competitive nature. I watch the NBA. Championship. Don't get me wrong, but I'm a big college basketball fan, a big Syracuse basketball fan, and Jim Boeheim's one of my good friends, and I love watching those teams.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in the same vein, having no March Madness, having no tourney has been basketball in general. I feel like I'm going through withdrawals.
Devastating. Honestly, it's devastating because March is one of my favorite months of the year besides Christmas, and
Mhm.
that's the time you get to fill out your brackets and talk some smack, and hopefully your team moves on. But it is what it is. We got something bigger than what we can control right now, so there's always next year, as they say.
And speaking of talking smack, I was proud to see you online, making sure there was no Dan Marley slander on Twitter. Why are people sleeping on Thunder Dan?
Listen, people don't understand. He was a beast. I mean, I was a big wherever Charles Barkley went. That was the team I was a fan of. And when he went to the Phoenix Suns, the next thing you know, I'm a Phoenix Suns fan. So
Mhm.
Thunder Dan, I mean, he had a great restaurant out there in Arizona too, as well, Marley's. But people like to sleep on guys like that because they don't get talked about much, and they feel like back in the day, if you weren't Michael Jordan, you weren't good. But Jordan played against some of the top dogs that we're ever going to see play this game. And, that old debate with him and LeBron. And I just don't understand how people can say Jordan wasn't the best over LeBron James. I mean, let's go on just defensive stats alone. I mean, let's not forget about offense. The guys are like 9 or 10-time defensive player of the year,
Yeah.
which people forget. They know he averaged like 40, 50 points a game. But I feel like some of these guys back in the day would eat up some of the guys definitely that are playing now.
Why Barkley? What spoke to you from Charles Barkley?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I kind of mimicked my game after him. He wasn't the biggest guy, but I had to play down low as well at a young age because I was either the tallest kid on the team or I felt like I was the mountain round to rebound every time I went in there. I kind of wanted to get all the rebounds, and he was a guy that he wasn't the biggest, but I love looking up to a guy like that, and that was basically it.